Okay, now that you say it like that, I'm going to say $50,000.
Okay, wow. $8.5 million.
What? Okay, yeah, no, this is definitely something that should probably be in a museum. I don't.
Hey everyone, welcome to Dubai Dads, the only show where nappies, tantrums, and school fees cost more than our rent. I'm Host, still broke from those school fees, and he's still broke from all those birthday parties. Dubai Dads is a podcast and community for fathers everywhere, a place to laugh, vent, share advice, and try to get better at this whole parenting thing. Today is our first ever episode. Super pumped about it with my boy Yas. We're going to walk through a few fun segments. Start off with a bit of the Reddit dad rescue. We found some Redditors who need some dad advice, and yes, I'm going to be counting on you on this one.
Absolutely, man, I'm with you.
Awesome, man.
Let's do this.
We're going to look at some ridiculously expensive toys that make absolutely no sense, and Yas is actually going to guess the price and see if he gets close enough with his years of experience. And next, we're going to go into some fun gadgets to see what people are creating out there for parents. How's that sound? Yes.
That sounds great, man. I'm pumped about this podcast, and I'm about talking about all the things that we go through as dads
Same.
in Dubai specifically. Let's
Same
do
here,
this.
man. All right, let's get into these people need these new dads that need some advice. All right, tip camp counselors. My son goes to a day camp at the beach every summer, and this summer has spent about 4 weeks there. The counselors are a couple of nice college kids who have been very good with him and given him some good individual attention when the camp wasn't very busy. I don't know how much they get paid, but I'm guessing not much over minimum wage. Today is the last day, and I was wondering if I should give them both $20 or so. Do you guys tip counselors, and how much? I'm finding conflicting advice online, so I'm curious what other dads do. What do you think, Yas?
That's a very particular question. Oh man, I've never come across somebody who had a dilemma about tipping camp counselors. I've never tipped a camp counselor. Neither has my dad. I don't know. I mean, what do you think? Is that something that people do?
Obviously, like different cultures, different places of living. I mean, obviously, the U.S. is a tipping culture.
Yeah.
You
Tell me about it. Yeah.
Well, the U is not, and obviously here camp costs an arm and a leg anyway. So I think here, when the parents are shelling out thousands of dirhams for camp, you already feel like, wow, I'm already paying so much. Do I really need to tip? Now, there's some things we've done before. Like, for example, if there's a teacher who has been extra sweet to our kids, who has been extra nice, we'll get them a gift at end of school year or end of camp. We'll do, like, for example,
Yeah.
like a nice bag, or like what do you call it, like a basket, like a goodie basket, or one of those kind of things. Those are things we've done. Never given money. I feel it's out of place here, but I don't know how it is there. I mean, obviously, yes, you have that Western culture experience when it comes to kids. Did you ever feel like you got to, tip these people?
I don't see, even in Canada, I'd never felt like teachers expected any kind of a tip, whether they be teachers or counselors or anybody that's being, in a mentor role. Never in my life have I thought that anybody in that role would expect to be tipped.
Okay.
I think teachers should be, gifted if you feel like, or your kids feel like they really added value to the school year or whatever it may be. My kids always do it. At the end of the year, we get a message from all the parents, so we have our own group, and they basically ask, okay, well, should we get together and do something, or is everybody doing something individually? We'd like to do something for the teacher because she's been amazing or great or whatever it may be. I don't know about tipping, though. Tipping camp counselors?
For college kids, I would have said like maybe like a gift card, like an Amazon gift card, or I don't know, or like
I'm with you.
buy or something. I think that would have been probably better received, especially if they're college kids. They can use that to buy stuff for university and so forth. That's what I
Yeah,
would.
because I mean, in this day and age, what's $20, right? I can get somebody a gift card for say, a coffee shop, or say, for example, Amazon or something like that. Say, go ahead, get something added to whatever else you're doing. Yeah,
100%.
that'd be cool.
Definitely. All right, cool. So, do M4DM 4CS, get a gift card. All right, cool. Next advice. Arc4Son asks, any dad gamers? I need advice. I think this goes out to me. I'm a new dad with a 4-month-old. Been gaming all my life on a console, couch, and TV style, but lately was wondering if getting a desk setup is worth it. I only get to play at night when the wife and the kids are sleeping, but was thinking getting a desk set up for the day when I get downtime, especially when the baby's sleeping, etc. Wife like to watch her shows during this time, and I feel bad hogging the TV playing games. Just feel like having a setup in another room. I could do my own thing, talk to the boys, and party chat without disturbing the wife and kid. Is this worth it? Just looking for some advice. Definitely, like I'm a gamer. I'm a gaming dad
Yeah.
myself. I need the space, right? Because one, we have obviously have the living room TV, and we also have TV in the bedroom. But the wife wants to do her own thing. So, and plus, when you game, it's loud. You can't help it. You're talking with your boys, even if you try to whisper. Definitely get your own space. If you have the luxury of having an office like I do, make it the office. If not, I think definitely do a setup. I think that's worth it. And if you don't have space, you can get one of those collapsible tables.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna be the most beautiful space, but I think that is probably the best. That's what I would do. I definitely think a space is the go-to here. What do you think, guys?
That makes sense. I'm still, when I do play video games, it's Super Mario. You know what I mean? I'm old school. I was like, my favorite game of all time is Super Mario Brothers 3. And my kids play. My best game ever, man. My son plays. He plays a lot, and I know he needs a space. And I also know that it's really annoying when he's playing really loud in the middle of the house and everybody else is trying to do stuff. And it's kind of like, put the volume down, do this, do that. So I agree. It's something, I think gaming in general requires your own space. And for gaming dads, it's usually, sort of like something that they do after a long day of dadding. So I definitely agree. I think if you have the ability to have space to game separately, absolutely do it. Yeah. Whatever you do, you need your space. You know what I mean? For me, it's like I go into my office. It's my little cave. And that's where I do everything I need to.
So I think he's super considerate. He's thinking about the wife. He wants her to have her time. Doesn't want to take away from her. And he wants to find a way that is convenient for both. So I think I really appreciate the thought process here. Very thoughtful. I think, very considerate. So, you know what? Just for that thought process, man, you get your desk. You get your space.
Yeah, and I mean, it goes back to the point where each parent needs to give the other parent space so that they recharge and they come back to the table with, like all in, right? Because as a dad, you want to go back in recharged, and you need that space. You need your little, sort of switch off and let me do my thing.
What I always tell people, the time together is very important, but also your solo time is important, right?
Yeah.
No matter how much you love someone, if you're with someone 24/7, month in, month out, you're eventually gonna get each other's nerves, right? That separate time is, I find it as important as the together time, and I think it makes the together time more. You enjoy it more. It's more pleasurable. Together. Yeah.
Can I throw in a question just randomly? How did you manage spending more time than you usually did in COVID with your wife? Like, was that, because that was like you didn't have a choice. You know what I mean? You were stuck, and you had no other option. So for example,
we had a similar setup as we have now, where we had separate offices. So we had our together time and the living room shared spaces, but then we actually had our separate time as well, physically being apart. Now I know people, like a friend of mine, when he was living in London at the time, so obviously London apartments are small. They would set up separate workspaces. One person gets one side of the room, the other person gets the other side of the room. They had to be able to just disconnect, and then literally they take 3-4 steps, and then they're in the living room. So kind of spread a little, wide a bit, and then come back together. And that's what worked for them. Everyone's different, but definitely that you need a little bit of solo time.
100% with you.
And also for a guy, like having your guy time, having to just be able to chat, banter with your friends, talk the usual stuff. It's a way of, I think for men, that's how we de-stress. It's just, even if I don't see my friend, just having like a WhatsApp group or jumping on and talking to them. Like for example, like when me and you catch up and we just do our thing, I feel like I relax a bit, and I think when you don't do that, and that's where you really get that stress and sits up here and
because even when you're working, like you're with your work colleagues, you need space away from them. You're with your wife all day or your kids, you need space away from them. It's human nature, and I think it's healthy. It's very healthy to have that little bit of disconnection. Definitely. I agree.
Awesome, man. Let's go to our last advice. My wife and I had the luxury of having opposite work shifts, so that one of us has been home with our daughter at all times throughout the week. Now that she's turning 2, we're transitioning into a new career schedule. We are sending her off to daycare in about a month. I'm incredibly nervous, as she's not had a ton of time with other children besides cousins, nor had she had someone else watch her for an extended period of time besides a few overnights with the grandparents. She isn't fully talking either, besides maybe 10 or so words and a ton of babbling, though she's incredibly smart, well-mannered, and seems to understand direction pretty well. I'm excited for her to be around kids, as that'll help her socially, But any advice for a stressed out dad? Daycare is all new to us, so any advice at all is appreciated. I think we all went through this. How did you deal with the first time daycare, the fact that someone else is going to be there with your child and your child's going to be in a bright? How did you deal with it?
It was, man, my first child, it was nerve wracking.
Yeah.
You don't want that kid out of your sight for a second. You know what I mean? Like, it's not only your love, but your responsibility as a dad. It's like, you need to make sure she's safe or he's safe. In my case, it was my daughter. I think we kind of stayed around, believe it or not. We dropped her off, we drove, got a coffee, came back, my wife and I, and we just kind of like asked the daycare, the nursery, whatever it was. I think it was a nursery here in Dubai. And we said, you know what? Can we just pop in a half hour, see how she's doing, and then maybe come back in a little while. I don't know if they're supposed to let you. They did, but then the second day, the principal came out and said, listen, you got to disconnect. You got to let her have her time, and you have to have your time. It's normal for you to be anxious and for you to have separation anxiety, but that's how we dealt with it. I mean, we then said, okay, you're a professional, you know what you're doing. We're gonna leave this responsibility with you. But our nursery had cameras in common play areas and stuff.
Okay.
So we were able to sort of check in on them. But I made it a point not to, because I knew A, my wife was doing it, and B, I just didn't want to, I wanted to slowly work on myself and be ready to separate. Because I know she needs her space too, right? Like I can't just be watching her all her life all the time. So
Yeah, helicopter.
it's one of those things you got to work with.
Definitely. For me was our nursery had like a WhatsApp, and I was literally WhatsApping them every hour. To the point is that they told me like, sir, she's fine. We will text you
Yeah.
if you need anything. But for me, it was like, is she okay? Is she crying? Is she playing with other kids? Is she eating? Is she using the bathroom? And I think it
Yeah.
was like after like the fourth time. So literally imagine from like 8 to 12, I was asking. I was like, oh, she's gonna get picked up at 1 anyway. And then they're like, sir,
Yeah.
she's fine. If you need to go text her. Okay. Okay, sorry. But
Yeah.
they were very understanding. So definitely for the dad, I mean, this is something you just have to go through. Just know that, I mean, people, this is a business, and this is a business. People want to make money. They want to make sure they do a good job, so they have repeat customers. So it's in their favor to do a good job. I mean, obviously there's regulations as well. So I'm sure the government or whatever governing body would not allow for some random, creep to open up a nursery. Hopefully, I'm sure your kid will be fine. And maybe if you're nervous, maybe find a nursery that, like you said, has that camera option, or one that has that communication, or maybe one. A lot of them, by the way, are really good at like transitioning like new parents into it. So a lot of them actually like have handbooks and brochures, and someone like it depends on the level. So maybe try to find one that kind of helps you do that transition.
Yeah. And you know what? Shout out to Dubai. I mean, they have everything systematically on lock, right? So I'm a lot more comfortable leaving my kids at an institution that is, in Dubai, for example, KHDA certified or attested, than I am somewhere else in the world. Just because, you hear horror stories and things happen, but here there seems to be this sort of like, system in place, and everybody knows, like, do the job right or don't do it at all, because the consequences are dire. So, yeah,
Well,
it gives you a sense of security and
Yeah,
safety.
myself is so safe with everything, so I think it's a
Yeah.
lot simpler here. But definitely, if I was in the U.S. or Europe or Australia, wherever, I would have that initial fear. Like I said, there are some excellent. I know there's excellent nurses out there because I have family members out in those areas and who tell us like they were able to have a good
Yeah,
help
I'm sure.
transition to that. So
Yeah, and another thing is what I mean. I remember when I was a kid, my mom used to do daycare at home. I would always think to myself, like, aren't these parents are okay with these kids coming over to our house, where obviously she had a whole space and everything like that. And I don't know, like, some parents are comfortable with that, other parents are not. I'm not sure how it is here. I don't know if there are home daycares in Dubai. Do you know if there are any?
no, I don't think so. I think everything has to be
No,
KP
right?
group. All the ones I know are part of bigger groups that have schools under them, so they're always connected.
Yeah,
Like I don't know
yeah,
anyone that just like I don't know anyone that's standalone, like the Blossoms or whatever. They're always part of a bigger group, and then
yeah,
that bigger group usually has a school because they always like want to upsell you. They want to get you to go to their sister school and so forth. So I don't know any that's actually fully like standalone.
yeah. So for the new dads out there, don't worry. your kids will be fine.
All right, so that comes to the end of our advice, the Reddit Dad Rescue. Now I want to jump into the next section, which is guess the toy price. As dads, we spend an arm and a leg on toys, but there's some toys that have so ridiculously priced. I don't even know what to do with them. So yeah, the way it's going to work is I'm going to show you 4 different toys. All right, we'll go one by one. You have to guess the cost of the toy, and I want to see how good are you at guessing.
I'm excited. Let's do this.
Awesome.
See what I've learned over the years.
I can share my screen. You can see my screen?
Yeah, that's not a real Range Rover, is it?
No.
I wouldn't be surprised. We live in Dubai.
Exactly. This is actually a Dubai thing. All right, yes.
Yeah.
This is a kids ride-on licensed Range Rover electric luxury car for kids.
Oh my God.
It gets in it. They can drive it. I believe it comes with a remote, if I'm not mistaken.
For the parents.
Has a charge, max up to 50 kilograms. You can put multiple kids in it. MP3 player, noise reduction tires, spring suspension, LED lights. The door opens, the bonnet opens, the battery can be removed so you can charge it. You have the trim on the detail, 4-wheel suspension, top speed of 5 kilometers an hour, forward and reverse, with real seats, by the way, actual finish on the seat, so it's not like some plastic seat, it's a proper seat.
Yeah.
Very Dubai.
Tell me about it.
How much does it cost? Yeah.
Oh man, so I've seen these in the stores as in the past, but I'd be lying if I told you I remember exactly. So I'm gonna guess, and I'm gonna say 2,500 dirhams.
Very close. Very close. It's actually 2,000 dirhams, 1975. For our Western friends, it's around 550 US, if I'm not mistaken. 500 or 600 US, something like that. Would you buy it?
Not unless I had money to throw away. If I didn't have anything to worry about, maybe. I mean, if the kid wanted it, or if my wife wanted it for the kid, then yeah, for sure. I don't know if
cheaper version of it I've seen around.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe for $100, $150. Would I ever buy this? I would love it for myself. It's super cool. But again, you have to have, if I had the disposable income, then yes, but no way I would actually buy it right now.
Yeah, same.
All right.
I agree.
Next toy. This is the Staplestein. So what it is, it's independent blocks. You put them, kids can step on them. They create like an obstacle course. They can stack them and sit on them. There's a lot of uses for it. They can balance on them. The idea is that it has multiple uses.
So how big are those things? Like, just for context. Because in my mind, I'm thinking like
each
stackable.
One 10 inches in diameter, 4 inches in height. Fun for the whole family.
All right, that's not big.
It's a stool, step bench, yoga block, much more. Like I said, you can put them like in a row and do like a little river stepping stone. I have a much cheaper version of this at home. Kids love it.
Mm-hmm.
How much you think this costs?
I'm gonna think. I mean, 10 inches isn't big. It's not that big. So, I'm gonna say 250 dirhams.
250 dirhams. That is that's like what, $80?
Yeah, around
$270 for
what?
1, 2, 3, 6 plus 1 free, and the base for 8 pieces.
Okay. I actually I'm trying to picture how it would work, and I can't. I mean, I see these pieces that you can stack as blocks,
you can sit on it, so it's a chair. And then if you flip them upside down, you can balance on it, so it's like a balance thing. And then you can actually put them like around, and then the kids can jump, like if they want to play like the floor is lava or something, they can jump around.
Are they like some special material like that they're made of? Does it say anything about like, because that might increase the price, but I'm kind of surprised.
Saving EPP with 0 toxins, pollutants, or harmful additives, 100% recyclable, odorless, durable, and non-porous. Tested by a certified third-party agency in the EU, made in Germany. So that adds up.
Okay. Yeah,
for quality design and promotion of childhood development.
Yeah, I'd pay maximum 300 dirhams, so $100 or around that max.
It step up, splash, support. Listen, basically, also can use a bowl. The idea is that it has a lot of uses. The reviews are great, but again, $270 is a massive premium. We're talking about 1,000 dirhams.
Yeah, that's quite a bit.
Yeah. So I have a version of these that are like literally 150 dirhams, 200 dirhams. So much cheaper. Kids like them again. So what they do is like they put it around the living room. They'll jump around it and pretend like the floor is lava, and they don't touch the floor.
As long as they're non-toxic, I think that they're fine, right? So if your version is that, then I would totally go with that too. I wouldn't pay this price. No way.
Definitely not. All right, let's go to the next one. This one. Before you guess, this is called the Astalot Dollhouse Castle. I'm going to give you the description, and then you will tell me how much you think it costs. So, it boasts the finest sculpting, architecture, engineering, creativity. It has a gym, pool, 29 rooms, and multiple floors. On top of that, there's an armory, kitchen, wine cellar, basement, hallway, stairway, and 7 levels. It has a bar with real tiny liquor bottles, grand ballroom, music room, library, and formal rooms. Top of it is a majestic wizard tower. It took 13 years to complete, weighs about 815 to 890 pounds. If you take the square footage, it's more expensive by square foot than most expensive apartments in New York and London. It's named after the castle of the poem The Lady of Shalott, which was written in the 19th century.
But this can't be a toy. This sounds like a collector's item for
It's
like
collectible,
adults.
and they use it to raise funding for kids' charity.
Okay.
But if you had to guess, it's a dollhouse in it. It's a dollhouse.
Yeah, it is.
How much do you think it costs?
I mean, given all that information, I'm gonna say something like $10,000. I don't know.
Wow.
Just gonna throw it out there.
Incredibly off.
Okay.
I'll give you another guess. Go for it. Just pick a
Higher or
number in your
lower?
head that you think is unfathomable to pay, and that's probably half of what it is. Houses in New York and London.
Speechless. Nothing to say about that. That should be in the Guinness Book of World Records.
That's crazy. See, I get the idea behind it is you can use it again, like if you want to raise money for charities, which is a noble cause for kids. I guess it's a nice piece. There's not a lot of them. There's obviously the rarity factor. 13 years to complete. So obviously you have the labor, the skill, and so forth. Yeah. Again, this is obviously not a kid's toy. I just want to throw it in there just to give you a curveball. All right. Finally, this is the Brio World Deluxe Railway Set, 87-piece wooden train set. Includes passenger, freight train stations, accessories, certified safe, fun play for kids age 3 and up.
Okay, my 2-year-old would love this.
I love train sets myself. My kids are into it. I mean, just chuck it around. What do you think this costs?
I'm gonna say $150 US.
Nope. It is $394, so almost 1,500 dirhams.
Okay, why?
Don't.
Can you tell me why?
It's just the wood. It's wooden. I mean, it's maybe details. So I think it's overpriced. I would never pay $394 for a train set for a 3-year-old. Is for me not an acceptable amount to pay.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. You can get one of these things with all the different accessories or similar accessories from IKEA for like 200 dirhams.
Yeah, that's what I think.
And it's wooden.
Exactly. I think IKEA has some great train sets and toys.
Toys, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We get a bunch of stuff from IKEA for the kids. They love it.
All right, awesome, man. So that brings us to the end of our segment.
That was cool. I gotta say, I was pretty close with the Range Rover, though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take credit for that.
$1,000 on the $8.5 million castle.
I mean, how can someone even guess that? That's nuts.
I don't know.
Honestly.
All right. Next segment. Yes, you ready? Is Dad Hack or Dad Whack? We're gonna go through some interesting creations, inventions, and gadgets out there. We're both gonna judge it. Did we call it a hack or is it a whack? All right. Whack means it makes absolutely no sense to buy and it should be chucked in the garbage. So
sounds good.
Let's do it. All right. First up is the Smart Diaper. It is a diaper that tells you with an app that tells you when the baby's full, baby's nap's full, how long it's been full for, basically tracking location if you're child wanders off. Lots of sensors. And there's different companies that do different ones. It also does like things like pulse, oximetry. It does a bunch of other readings like heart rate, oxygen saturation, all that, all in that diaper, right?
Okay.
Now, hack or whack?
I have a concern.
Okay.
So I would say hack hack only if this was safe. Because, with Bluetooth and radiation, that's not safe for kids, especially near, reproductive organs, private parts. I would not put it on my kid unless I knew 100% that the health and safety aspect of it was totally covered. So I'm going to say whack just because I don't think that any Bluetooth device can be safe.
I go whack as well, just because one, I think there's enough apps, there's enough tracking things out there. Why do we need another one, especially on
Check the diaper, smell it.
And if your kid's that small wearing a diaper and you lose them, that's a different story. All right, different story. All right, but I say whack as well. I just don't see the point of it. I don't know the value of it. I mean, our parents raised us. We're raising our kids all without it. What is the incremental value? I don't see it. So for me, I'm gonna go whack as well. All right, next one. It's a baby bottle, but in a shape of a champagne bottle. Cheers. Baby bottle. Hack or whack?
Yo, what the hell?
Now, it's dishwasher safe, BPA safe. I believe the bottom part has a suction, so it sticks as well to the ground, I think. Not sure.
Killed me. Cheers, baby bottle. BPA free, but we'll teach your kid how to start sipping champagne at the age of 3 months.
I like the fact that it's called Cheers. I mean, they're not even hiding it. It's straight up Cheers, right?
Yeah.
All right. Hack or whack? Yes.
Oh man, whack. Nah. I'm not trying to put that in my kid's head.
I think this one is more for the parents than for the kid. The kid doesn't really care.
Yeah, it's a novelty, right?
Parents to take a picture, look at my kid. Yeah. Oh, she's so bougie. She's ready for it. I think it's whack for sure. It's purely for Instagram, and I just don't think the value's there.
It might catch traction in Dubai. I mean,
for sure.
Considering all the bougie people out here, but
Dubai, Miami, LA.
Yeah.
Maybe Singapore.
Photo shoots.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, photo shoots. Maybe you'll use it for like those photo shoot studios with kids. Yeah. All right, cool. That's 2 whacks then. All right. Next is the baby mop onesie. Basically, your kid wears it and basically mops the floor for you.
I've seen this before. Yeah.
Right.
I've seen
the kid's crawling. Why not? Use it for extra to get the housework done. Is it a hack? Is it a whack?
Whack for sure. Again, yeah, man. I don't want dust to be accumulated on my kids' elbows and knees. I mean, especially if they're allergic. Imagine what's going to happen. It's the worst thing ever. And then when you pick the kid up, it's all on you.
That's true. I didn't even think about that. That's really good. That completely skipped my mind. Then if you're wearing black or something, all that dust.
Yeah, and sneezing and no, please no.
All right, so that's a third whack. All right, the final one is a PPTP. This is for parents who have boys. The idea is that when you're changing your boy, again, I don't have a boy. The idea is that I understood or heard that when you're changing, pee shoots straight at you. The idea you put this to prevent that. You give me your expertise. Useful? Hack or whack?
100% hack. 100% hack. Yeah, no health issues here. Just drop it on top. Change the diaper. Anything happens, it's not going in your face. Totally worth it.
Question: when the child pees, it's going to fall back right on the child, right? Or does it absorb it?
No, it might absorb it a bit, but I'm pretty sure some of it would fall back. But I mean, it's on the kid anyways, right? The kid's wearing a diaper, they pee on themselves. This is normal. You can clean up near their private parts, but what you're trying to avoid here is getting peed on in your face or all over yourself while you're trying to change the kid's diaper.
My next question: have you been peed on?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I have 2 sons. And I've been peed on by both of them multiple times, let me tell you.
Nice. Okay, so for new dads, boy dads out there, hack.
Awesome. Yeah, totally hack. Totally hack.
We had 1 hack out of the 4, so 1 hack and 3 whacks.
Yeah, there's one thing though. Like one time I got peed on when I picked my son up, and I was an idiot. I was trying to play with my kid while he was, not wearing his diaper. My wife was changing the diaper, and then all of a sudden he
Oh
started peeing. So
no.
obviously this TV wouldn't work in that
Yeah, of course.
position.
It has to be
It would
lying
have
up
to
there.
be laying down.
Oh
Yeah.
no. Oh.
Oh man, not fun.
Well, that brings us to the end of our third and final segment of Dad Hack and Dad Whack. So, guys,
Amazing.
that wraps up our first episode of Dubai Dads. Hopefully, we'll bring you a lot more of these fun segments. What more you can expect? We're gonna bring on a lot of experts. It's not all gonna be just laughing. We're gonna bring some experts to tell us about some serious topics, some ideas that for us dads for parenting. We're gonna bring things like we're gonna bring in some dad jokes in there, some trivia. Maybe we'll do a prank or two on our wives. There's a lot of different things we're working on.
Yeah,
Hopefully, that's what everyone will expect. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Follow all us on the socials, and you can catch me and Yas there. Yes,
yes,
oh
sir.
man, this was awesome, bro.
Awesome. Absolutely loving it.
Can't wait, man, for the next episodes and to hopefully bring some laughter and
Yeah,
some knowledge as well to all the dads out there.
absolutely. Happy dad and dads.
Definitely. All right, guys. I'm Who's, he's Yaz. This is Dubai Dads, and we're out.